Louisiana beer reviews, earthquake, high gravity lager, 10%. Now I did a video, a short, less than 3-minute video, back in 2014 on this in the Malt Liquor Project, but this is just going to be a regular review. High gravity lager, 10% alcohol, the new can design. There's the old can design. Well, that's the 8.1. Now I was looking on Phusion Projects website, a company founded in 2005. They said with a small business administration loan, and they're showing this, and they're only showing the 10% at this time. So apparently the 12%, they got rid of it too strong. 8.1% got rid of that too weak, and they settled on the 10. I bought this just like in 2014. I bought this in Brownsville, Texas at HEB, the downtown location near the border crossing on US Highway 77 business route. Okay. It says Drink 4 Brewing Company, La Crosse, Wisconsin, and Memphis, Tennessee, and under special agreement, Latrobe, Pennsylvania. Please drink responsibly. All right. Well, 2548LX 0557FL. Well, I guess that means 254th day of 2018. LX La Crosse. Okay, gotcha. It's got the date, guys. So I have it cold. I had it in the freezer. You want to drink these cold? What does it get on Beer Advocate? A poor score of 45 out of 100 with 31 ratings. Okay, so 55% bad, 45% good. Raper says, no, it's a 1 out of 100 and a 34 out of 100 in the style with 34 ratings. And it gets a 35 on Untapped, 35 out of 100 on Untapped with 1,471 check-ins, 1471. All right, here we go, another HEB. Well, it's sold in Louisiana too, but I bought this at HEB, H.E. Butts Grocery. Now, my friend David was with me on the trip, and he was kind of indifferent to this. I said, look what I found. And he was like, oh, well, so, you know, he didn't know the whole infamous history, I guess, of the earthquake high gravity, 10%. Oh, I'm not going to drink it too quickly. All right. So you say, well, it's a high gravity lager, it's not a malt liquor. A malt liquor is simply a strong beer. A malt liquor can even be an ale if you research carefully. So this is a high gravity lager, a high gravity malt liquor. What you know about that? You heard me. So it would be a thicker head and a narrower brim glass, but it's a wide brim glass. Clear. Now it's overcast out there here this morning at 8 a.m. Clear, bubbly, like looks like a Miller High Life almost. There's the slightest little bit of crackle. You know, when you get the thick head of foam, it's like shh. You know, hold it under the microphone, you hear shh. Nothing like that. I told Jean-Pierre the beer ramble. It used to be the TV and beer ramble. The beer ramble. I said, wish me luck. I'm doing this today. He said, I'm going to be thinking about you. All right. All right. It's got that City Brewing, and City Brewing is La Crosse, Memphis, and Latrobe. I don't know why I would have to be under special agreement with that, because they own all three breweries, so I don't get that part of it. Yeah, it has that City Brewing kind of strange powdered grape drink mix aroma, like, say, now my friend David kept saying Kool-Aid. I said, no, it's more like Flavor Aid. What else? maybe some strong grain. Green apple skin. It's hard to say. It's not dull. It's like a pungent thing going on. Let's go with the taste. All right, City Brewing. I was bragging on y'all a little while ago. It's got that Beer 30. I have a can in the other room. That Beer 30 ice type of thing. With the grape drink. The grape drink. It should not have that. This is not a flavored lager, people. That green apple, I guess that's what it is. It's like that diacetyl green apple. Now, to be fair, the Beer 30 Ice had a roofing tar aroma and taste. This does not. They got rid of the roofing tar now. And I was talking about in 2014, nearly 5 years ago, about this chalky undertaste. Let's see about the chalky undertaste. Not really. So it seems like they've washed that away. Talking about Latrobe, Pennsylvania, I remember Rolling Rock back in the 90s. I didn't like it. It had, like I'm saying, a chalky undertaste. I was like, what's wrong with this beer? It's like a defect or something. And then they got bought out, remember, by Anheuser-Busch in 2006. And then, ta-da, no more chalky undertaste. I said, well, the brewmasters at Anheuser-Busch must have done like me, tasted it and said, what is this? And they eliminated that problem. Other people say it got worse. To me, it improved. That's just my opinion of it. This seems to have gotten better as far as getting rid of the chalky undertaste. The flavor, though, it's 20 proof. All right, there's a little alcohol, like you might get with a cheap blended American whiskey, like a Barton Premium, or maybe like what's another one around here? I guess that's the one I'm thinking of. I was going to say Club 400. That's a little more developed. Maybe, I don't know, just a blended American whiskey. Oh, Kentucky Gold from Heaven Hill. It has kind of that funny thing going on. I was thinking of others, but then I was saying no, they don't really have that. The mouthfeel's high medium. It's not a heavy beer, but it's high medium. There's a wateriness, but then as it sets in, you can start to realize that it is thicker than you thought. Initially, it's like, oh, it's watery, and then it's like, oh. Okay. Now, what do we get also from the same company, the same brewer? Frio Light, which I did not like. The Frio 6.0, which I did not like. But then when we revisited it in 2018, I said, oh, they've improved it. City Brewing has improved. They make Dixie beer. They make Dixie Black and Voodoo. They make the Sapporo Stone Warrior, which I've only seen once in my life. They even made the Guinness Blonde American Lager for a while. They might still do some of that. They can do good things. But look, they're a contractor. You say, hey, make this for me. You say, here's the recipe. Woo, you sure? Yeah, do that. Okay. So they make it now. You selling it under your brand name, so I'm sure that's how they operate. Like, I think they were even making some. Yeah, they make this special export. The export lager for Heilemans. In other words, Pabst. Do a great job there. But this one is kind of now a 1. I mean, come on, a 1 out of 100. You telling me it's 99%? It's not 99% bad. I'm more in line with the Beer Advocate. They're saying it's 45% quality or 45% tolerable, maybe. Would I go out and buy this regularly? Well, no, I would never want to drink a beer that's 10% anyway. Even the strong ales and the imperial stouts, which are wonderful and a 99 out of 100, I just regularly it's too much alcohol. So I'm more of a 4.5 to 5% and even to 6% beer guy. My standby beer is natural Keystone Ice. Sorry, Keystone Ice, $8.49 for the 15 pack at Circle K. That's me. Okay, you say you're weak. You're weak. Oh, I'll admit that. That's fine. I can be weak. You can be strong. You could drink heavy stuff, high gravity. I could drink low gravity. But now for can design changes for my collection, yeah, I'm going to buy it. And for some reason, I can go to Brownsville every 4 years and get a new thing. But I'll be looking around here. It still pops up here from time to time. Seems to have faded here. You say, oh yeah, drink that can. You're going to be faded. True. Truth. So much truth. It's an odd thing here. I have to do a little bit more thinking before I give it a final score. Because this is like you thinking it's going to be just a horror. The horror like the 12%, which went down and then came back. But that was truly, that was in the old 2011, oh no, bad day, the bad old days of Phusion Projects. There is hoppiness, if you can imagine that. There is a hop bitterness. Now you say, they're probably using hop extract, not whole cone hops. Not wet hops, not freshly picked. Probably so. Hop extract or hop pellets. More like the extract. But I can't honestly get on here talking about how horrible it is. A little drip. I'm not going to get on here talking about how great it is either. It's for a Helles Doppelbock adjunct style. A Helles Doppelbock. Similar to what we can't get here, but I still want to try the Carlsberg Special Brew, 10%. And the one over there in England, in the gold can. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. I can't remember the name. Anheuser-Busch InBev makes that over there. This is in play with those, I think. I've never had them, but I'm thinking along the lines that it would probably be similar to this. I don't know if they'll have that strange green apple skin. You notice I'm not talking about skunk. Foulness, though. The flavor is kind of clean. Now the diacetyl, I don't know what they could do to correct that. I don't know if they could correct it because it's a lighter bodied, generally, not totally, generally lighter bodied lager, but it's jacked up to 10%. So it could be difficult to have it both ways, like clean, super clean flavor, just barley malt, the bread crust, and then none of the green apple. It might be hard to like have it that way without that coming through. I don't know a lot about high gravity production, but is this sold in bottles? I don't believe so. They show cans only on the website. Probably just a can only. What about draft? What if I go to the Carousel Bar at the Royal Sonesta Hotel in New Orleans? They'll have draft beer. It won't be this. Really won't be. Might be Peroni, Birra Moretti, or something from Port Orleans, but not going to be Earthquake High Gravity, 10%. If I saw that, I'd immediately demand to do a video there. They'd probably tell me to get the hell out. But anyway, you know, it's not going to be there. It's a strange item, but I can't say that it's a horrible item. Can't say it's good. It's interesting. Score time. I'm going to say a C. All things considered, it's average. There are some detriments. You've seen me describe those on this video. On the other hand, there are some approachable aspects. There aren't many, but $1.49 a can, and that was the price in 2014, by the way, so the price hasn't really gone up. The overall lighter body, although in the under application of it, you know, it is high medium, but if you didn't think about it, you would say it's light or watery, but you have to think about it. But if you're reviewing it, but of course the green apple skin, that would be the detriment part. They have gotten rid of the roof and tar. Well, that was beer 30. They got rid of the chalky undertaste. That's a plus. It is crisp, which is strange that it would be crisp at 10%. And it's dangerous in the sense that you could theoretically guzzle it, which I would recommend that you not do with the strongest possible recommendation. Sipping it, examining it, thinking about it, fine. Guzzling it, maybe with hot tamales. All right, but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go with a C. It's 75 out of 100. Don't believe the hype that it's, or the anti-hype that it's horrendously bad, trash, garbage, filth. 5 years ago, yeah, I'd have gone along with that. Now, I can't go along with that. Not an everyday drinker. Nice, once every 5 years, little adventure kind of thing, going into the dark side of the beer world. But so yeah, it is what it is, and what it is not so bad. Not so bad, which is making me even more interested in trying the Carlsberg and the other one from the Anheuser-Busch. All right, so laissez-les bon temps relais for the experience, not necessarily the product. But it's not like Camo where I'm slinging it against the fence and saying, damn you, Camo, damn you, all to hell. So, and y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.